Trust a little time, so you be afraid. Just a little time, gonna make it fade. Your heart is gonna shine and you're gonna make us proud. Send a little light, gonna shine for you. Things will be alright, gonna get you through. Searching for a silver lining on this cloud. Amnesia, you forgot your name. Don't let your spirit fade away. Amnesia, you've been through such pain, but your little heart is growing stronger every day. Hey, don't fade away. Don't fade away. Amnesia, you've got this burden to bear now, hiding away from the world. But deep down behind that disguise that you wear now, I see a lost little girl. So trust a little sign, so you be afraid. Just a little time, gonna make it fade. Your heart is gonna shine and you're gonna make us proud. Send a little light, gonna shine for you. Things will be alright, gonna get you through. Searching for a silver lining on this cloud. Amnesia, you forgot your name. Don't let your spirit fade away. Amnesia, you've been through such pain, but your little heart is growing stronger every day. Hey, don't fade away. Don't fade away. Under your favorite full moon. Under your favorite full moon. You forgot your name. Don't let your spirit fade away. Amnesia, you've been through such pain, but you're growing stronger every day. Amnesia, you forgot your name. Don't let your spirit fade away. Amnesia, you've been through such pain, but your little heart is growing stronger every day. Hey, don't fade away. Don't fade away. Don't fade away. Come don't fade away. When the world is on your shoulders, stay. Don't fade away.
What's up, guys? That was weird. hoping nothing goes horrendously wrong. For some reason, OBS crashed and the game was doing weird things. So I restarted my computer, and so far everything seems to be functioning as normal, but I don't know what happened, so kind of just crossing our fingers and hoping that turning it off and back on again did the trick. Yeah, it's very weird being live while there's still daylight outside. Okay. Right. We were questioning the lady and her people about things. It's been a long week, okay? It hasn't even been a full week, but it's been a long week.
You have returned. Why?
Don't remember if I asked you this before. Yep, Hawk, where is it?
Your ship is stored in the hangar. Atris has given you permission to leave this place and not to return.
You know, we gotta explore every corner first.
I would welcome a chance to instruct you. I have been anxious to teach you many principles of combat ever since you invaded this place. Oh yes, we train extensively in various combat styles, and we have not had another target for some time. You may prove a pleasant diversion.
I suppose I could use a good sparring match.
Very well. Follow me, and we shall see if you have the endurance to learn the most basic of our teachings. Before we begin,
She stripped
are
me to
you
my
familiar
underwear.
with the Chani traditions?
Clearly fighting in my panties and my sneakers is one of them. Okay, I hadn't even read the options yet, but they give me the chance to call that out in a couple different ways. Does it have anything to do with why you wanted me to disrobe?
All duels between us shall be without armor of any kind. There shall be no restrictions upon our movements or upon yours. Your feet are not to leave the training mat during the battle. If they do, you will lose. Also, this is not a fight to the death. Restrain your instincts when we fight, and we shall do the same.
She put so much emphasis on that both feet on the mat thing, it made me think about the power strike? Whatever the power melee thing is. I think that the movements are a little more randomized in this game, or at least it seems like they are. Or like varied. But at least in KOTOR 1, the power melee strike was always a flip in the air, which involves both of your feet coming off the floor, so I wonder if that counts. Probably not what she meant, but something about the way she put so much emphasis on it made me immediately go, I understand. Stay on the mat, no armor, no striking to kill.
The fight will be with hands and feet only. No stimulants, shields, weapons, or other items. Also, do not call upon any Jedi techniques during our contest. If you do, then the battle will be over. In turn, I will not use our higher forms, for this is only an opening battle between us, a test of each other's strength.
I don't suppose finesse melee weapons does anything for fist fighting damage, does it? You're ready, so am I guess.
Then let us begin.
Hey, just I come back to the stream and immediately you somehow lost your pants again. I know, right? Something about this game, I just don't seem to be able to hang on to them. Apparently it's an Ikani fighting tradition. And they didn't, I guess, feel like the courtesy of giving me clothing was necessary. It looks like my shoes look like Converse, so it looks like I'm wearing a one-piece swimsuit and Converse. I didn't even realize I could do, oh, power attack, not power strike. I knew it was a power something. I mean, I assume she disarmed me. Because, yeah, well, not the gun technically, but interesting. I didn't know I could do stuff like power attack with fists. Hey, both my feet came off the mat. What are you gonna do now? If you played a male character, their traditions would be explored further. Ah, I see. Interesting. She's pretty hard to hit, so I think I'm going to stick with regular attack.
Teach you.
I also don't keep auto-attacking, apparently. You're gonna knock me out. To be
You
fair,
have
I didn't
fallen.
cheat. I was curious if fighting her would... Since she was talking about teaching, I was curious if I could get, like... I would get, like, some kind of bonus or something, like, buff or boost or something, extra skill point or something like that from sparring with her. If so, I think I'm gonna have to get my ass beaten a couple of times, though. Or beat her, which I don't think is gonna happen because well, I was assuming that the finesse melee weapons feat wouldn't apply to fists. Mostly because just because you use dex-based weapons in D&D doesn't mean that your unarmed strikes, they still only do your strength damage or whatever. Like +1, either way. But I also wasn't expecting it to give me the melee, like, feat fighting abilities without a melee weapon, so I don't know. Let me heal up and I'll be ready to fight again.
Seek one of us out when you wish to fight, and we shall honor your request.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna put my clothes back on now. That was offhand, okay. Okay. Where are we? Oh, basically the same place we were before. Prison. Control. Immunity belt. Ooh. What does that do? -1 attack modifier, +1 constitution. Resist 5 bludgeoning, energy, piercing, and slashing. Huh. Interesting. Sweet. I guess they don't mind me looting all their bedrooms. That's what this is. Solo seal's locked. Enough. And hangar control. I think I want to go the other way first. Just so I don't accidentally walk into a cutscene or something that's gonna... keep me from exploring the rest of this place, because they've made it pretty clear that I can't come back once I leave. Which, you know, fair enough, I suppose. Means I gotta do the good stuff while I'm here anyway. What an interesting meeting room. What an interesting building in general. This door is cold to the touch, and there seems to be no conventional means of opening it.
Ah, a curious thing. What lies behind it?
When I first met Beatrice, she emerged from this chamber.
Did she? Perhaps it is a meditation chamber of some sort.
Or maybe this is a hint that I have to go the other way first.
Why have you approached me? You may ask.
I think I've asked all these already, but I know about this place.
This was once a mighty irrigation center for Telos. It survived the orbital bombardment of the Sith, though the inhabitants did not. Ancient irrigation channels still lie beneath the surface of Telos, waiting to be used again for the reconstruction efforts controlled from this facility.
So, Atris resides within the frozen heart of this world.
That is a peculiar way of seeing it, but it can be described by such an abstract, yes.
I know I asked this one already. I don't remember what she said.
Shortly before the destruction of Dantooine by
Oh
the
yeah,
forces of the
and
traitor
she brought
Jedi
artifacts
Knight.
and whatever. Okay. Sound dampening overlay. Something stealth related. Flex heavy armor. How much you want to bet it's not heavy? No. Neutronium edge. I just remembered. I don't suppose it would work. I remembered that I still have a plasma torch. Wonder if that would work on the meditation room door. Probably not, but nothing else presents itself. Might be worth a try anyway. You were in here before, so I assume... yeah. It's in there already. Oh, and this is where we ran into... what's her name? Before she went to bar with us. Wait a second. T3!
Well, if it isn't the one who stole the Ebonhawk. Not so smug now, are you little thief?
Don't be a fool. Atris stole the ship and the droid.
Says you.
Hey, son. How's it going? Behavior core. They didn't memory wipe you, did they? Going good? Hope everyone had a good day. Yeah, pretty good. Been a long week, but, you know, last week before vacation always feels extra long, right? It wasn't your fault they took the ship, T3. I wish I could understand what he was saying. Hold on. What information are you talking about? Tatooine toast tomorrow? Hell yes. Yes, my toast will be enjoying quite a bit of Tatooine sort of landscape tomorrow. Mostly my toast will be in the car tomorrow. It's quite the drive. I don't actually remember, because you've been around since Dragon Age Origins, but I don't remember whether, because I actually moved out of Florida right, like a couple of weeks at most after I started Origins. But we're actually going back to where I was living when I started streaming, and it's quite the drive. So, mostly car tomorrow, but definitely plenty of sand after that. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating. It gets everywhere. Yes. Yes. Yes, it does. Why would you want what's in your memory core? Can't tell me, doesn't remember, I'm guessing. You can fill me in later. Let me get you out of there first. That's the whole I have too many people in my party thing, I'm guessing. See you at the Ebonhawk. Okay, an influence with T3. Cool.
Ah, hey. You're back with us. We were just on our way to rescue you from those ghost women when, we got locked up.
Are you okay? You look a little disoriented.
Don't worry about me, I'm fine. How did things go with the Jedi here? Are you all done?
Yes, and they're done with us. They want us out now.
Things went that well, huh? You make friends wherever you go, don't you?
Until the galaxy runs out of people, yes.
Well, that's encouraging. Nothing like a steady stream of people who hate us or want to kill us to keep the heart pumping.
You've done enough, Ed. You can go if you want. Yeah.
No, I was just complaining. I'm with you until things start going better for you. We need to stick together, you know? And who knows? I might be able to help you out of a tight spot at some point.
You surprised me. I thought you'd want to jump ship as soon as you can.
Ah, hey, don't mention it. It's my pleasure.
The voice of a guy who's feeling guilty for getting good guy points he knows he doesn't quite deserve. Kreia just stands there menacingly. Exactly. Enough talk, we need to get moving.
Let us keep moving. There is nothing more to be gained here.
I forgot I tried that already. Security spike tunneler. Oh hey look, it's our ship. Regal visor. Regal visor. Attractive headgear includes a voice enhancement module that regulates tone and volume of the wearer's speech. It's employed in diplomatic situations where the slightest error could offend. I feel like that would go a long way for a lot of people IRL, honestly. It actually boosts my charisma in addition to persuasion. It doesn't increase. Why is my charisma so high? I must have something else that boosts charisma on. I don't remember what. Oh, that's what. Forgot about that. Oh. Hang on. I thought I was misremembering the name of it, and that it was... When I picked up the response package, I was thinking, oh, I was thinking they were called reflex packages that I keep getting so many of. I guess I must have mixed up my R words, but, Crea approves +1, Crea disapproves -1. How's it going, Mitchell? Good to see you. But they're actually two different things, which is extra good to know because +1 dex would actually boost my dexterity modifier. And now that I have this, increases my persuasion by 2, my charisma by 1. So it can basically replace the 1 point of charisma from here and give me an extra point of persuasion. I think is how that works. Yeah, so I still have a +4 in charisma, and now I also have a +4 in dexterity. Sweet. Trying to go around the ship anyway. I'm glad they warned me and give me the chance to not oops. So can't actually go that way. That honestly does make it look like we're inside of a polar ice cap. Okay, well, unless I discover a different corner of this place that I'm not aware of. I'm gonna try my plasma torch. Two things. Specifically the turbo lift door. And meditation chamber door. I got stuck on this door. There we go. Oh. Of course, it would only let me... I didn't even think about that. Of course, it would have to give me the option to actually do that in order for it to be active. I did talk to the lady with the white hair. I spent like 3 hours walking her around in a whole ass circle and making her like back off of one point after the next to the point where, like, I would disprove one point and she'd take a sidestep and try and pretend like she was saying something different the whole time, and then I'd disprove that and she'd do it again, and I ended up, like, boxing her into such a corner that she did the whole thing that people do when they're like, well, I don't want to argue with you about it. And then they change the subject because they know they're losing. Hey, Obi, how's it going? Good to see ya. Of course, it's not going to let me down. Almost like she doesn't like you or something. Yeah, I did kind of get that vibe. I definitely kind of got the vibe that maybe she's not my biggest fan. Just a little bit. Work is always, customers driving me crazy. Oof. Sorry to hear that. I'm gonna get my... What was I carrying before? I don't know that that's what I had before, but it'll do for now. There are two places I haven't managed to get in. Meditation chamber and the turbo lift. They both have doors, which were bothered to be labeled with where they are. This one clearly has a map spot, so clearly I'm supposed to be able to get in there somehow. Question is how? Pretty much anything you have to have a target for, right? So it's not even like I could swap out to like E3 and have him like fire blast the door or anything, because presumably it would have to be a targetable entity first. Wonder if I have to defeat her in combat. Everyone in Target finally murdered them all. Oh, that reminds me, I need to... 66,000. Okay, so I'm almost to the point where I can level up again. Leaving first because I'm going to try breaking the rules.
Have you returned to fight again?
Yes.
Very well. I shall honor your request. It shall be the same as before. Hands and feet only. No stimulants, shields, weapons, or any other items. And no Jedi techniques. Are you ready?
If you're ready, so am I.
Then let us begin.
I haven't figured out how I'm going to cheat yet. But I am planning on cheating. Given that they're incapable of using the Force, And that they've been trained to resist. Got a lurk break just about over. Catch you on lunch break. Alright, sounds good, Obi. Appreciate the lurk. I'm guessing offensive. Offensive Jedi powers probably aren't going to do anything.
You have fallen.
Interesting.
Very well. It shall be. Then let us begin.
See, that's what I was assuming. Except she didn't actually. She just thought I had fallen, like, got knocked unconscious or something. I don't know whether that's a game bug or whether that was an indirect way of calling me out, but...
You have fallen. Seek.
Take it as a disqualification. Yeah, that makes sense.
Have you returned to fight again? Very well. It shall be. Then let us begin. You have fallen.
Okay. Interesting that they won't even
Very well. It shall.
let me lie to her about it. That seems uncharacteristic.
Then let us begin.
Oops. I should have actually healed up there for a second, but...
Have you returned to fight? Very. It shall. Then let. You have fallen.
Damn, they won't even let me get...
Seek one of us out.
I was hoping a med pack wouldn't count. It's not a stimulant. Or a Jedi power. But no. Interesting. Am I on the right track? Is defeating her necessary to get into those rooms? Because I'm probably not gonna... Yeah, I know. But she didn't specifically mention med packs. I mean, maybe that counts as a stimulant, but it's not labeled as a stimulant, so I thought there was a coin flip chance. Just that it would let me slide with that, especially since there's a lab station here, so I could theoretically have made a bunch. Ah, okay, gotcha. Good to know, thank you, because honestly, I don't feel like I have the patience for this tonight unless it's necessary to get through that door. Otherwise, meh. Either of the doors.
Have you returned to fight again?
I had enough for today. I'll be going now. I was curious if that would come up with any new options, since it was the one thing I hadn't picked yet, but oh well. That time they didn't even disarm me, they just disrobed me. That feels a little ruder, somehow.
Why have you approached me?
I have some questions for you.
You may ask.
So far, their dialogue seems to all be the same. I'm gonna click through real quick and see if I can find anything I might have missed last time. I had some questions about Atris.
The mistress? What of her?
Where is she? I want to speak to her again. I don't remember that one.
She's meditating, and she does not wish to be disturbed.
No, I think I did.
Your presence here has troubled her, and I hope you do not choose to trouble her further.
I want to fight her, but I'll settle for you. What can you tell me about her?
She leads us. As she rebuilds Telos, she rebuilds the Order, and through them, the galaxy. We serve the Jedi. We do not question them. Yet, Atris has told us that the work here at Telos may pay for similar efforts in many worlds along the Rim that were destroyed when the Jedi turned on each other. She has said the Jedi Order needs such a foundation if it is to rebuild. She faults the teaching of many of the Jedi Masters as the spark of the Jedi Civil War.
Indeed. A most curious reason for a war.
Atris has said that if Revan and Malak had been properly instructed in the ways of the Jedi, they never would have fallen, and nor would you, Exile.
We've been through this. I talk considering she never had a Padawan. Okay, I'm really... So far, I'm assuming... Because I don't think I got this one before. I definitely don't remember this specific part of the conversation. But so far, every other option I've clicked has been identical for all of them. So I'm assuming I can come back and ask either one. But I feel like I need to ask one. But I also really want to see... I mean, she'd probably brush it off if I pointed out that I didn't fall. Yeah. I assume she's going to brush it off, but I want to see what she says. I did not fall. She knows nothing.
She predicted you would say as much.
Yeah.
She seems to know you quite well. Perhaps you are the one who knows nothing.
Sounds like a challenge to me.
I would welcome a chance to instruct you. I have
heck
been
on that.
anxious to teach you. You may ask.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
The mist. She's meditating. She leads us. We serve the Jedi. Yet, Atris, she has said the Jedi Order needs such a foundation if it is to rebuild. She faults the teaching of many of the Jedi Masters as the spark of the Jedi Civil War.
Indeed. A most curious reason for a war.
Atris has said that if Revan and Malak had been properly instructed in the ways of the Jedi, they never would have fallen, and nor would you, Exile.
And what does Atris consider proper training?
That is unknown to me. I have never observed Atris to teach Jedi, nor would I wish to.
Yes, to teach one needs students. I've seen few of those since our arrival.
Atris has chosen instead to focus her efforts on galactic recovery. Once the galaxy breathes again, disciples will come.
She'll need help if she tries. She knows nothing about training Jedi.
She predicted you would say as much. She seems to know you quite well. Perhaps you are the one who knows nothing. You may... The... She... We... Yet she...
In...
Atris...
Chose to go to war, not because I was trained to do so.
But were the choices you had dictated by your training? A curious question, difficult to answer.
Oh, please. At least ease off the cryptic talk until we're back on the ship.
Atris has said the training of the Jedi was flawed, and the Jedi Civil War was proof of this.
And what does Atris consider proper training?
That is unknown to me. I have never observed Atris to teach Jedi, nor would I wish to.
Yes, to teach one needs students. I've seen few of those since our arrival.
Atris has chosen instead to focus her efforts on galactic recovery. Once the galaxy breathes again, disciples will come.
Atris knows nothing. She'll transmit her ignorance to anyone who follows her. I'm guessing it's going to be the exact same answer as last time, but...
She predicted you would say
yeah,
as...
okay. Perhaps I should teach you a lesson.
I would welcome a chance to instruct...
No, I said I teach you a lesson, not the other way around, silly.
You may ask... We share the same father, and we all bear the face of our mother. It is not unusual for the Achani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders.
I already forgot it was Achani. I've been saying Akani, and I was getting it wrong again. When? Oh. I didn't remember this option. The one handmaiden who challenged us when we arrived, she looks different.
As I have said, it is not unusual for the Achani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders.
So she had a different set of parents?
If you seek to raise anger in me, you will fail, Exile. I tolerate your presence only upon orders of the mistress. She did not order me to endure your questions.
That reminded me, when we were talking to the one in the hangar control room, I think is where it was. She said something about the last of them, and I had completely forgotten about it until just now. My apologies, I meant no offense.
One cannot take back an action, and often apologizing for it only compounds the insult. Simply drop the matter and be silent.
Ah, Right. never
You
mind.
may ask.
You do here.
We serve the Jedi, and we watch.
I drink and I know things. I'm sure I made that joke last time too. Basically, now I'm just looking for that dialogue tree so I can get reminded of what was said about the last of them.
Atris is the only Jedi here. This is true. I assume you meant no insult. It is forbidden for us to become Jedi. Even if we possessed the aware... We are here because...
You aren't Jedi, and there aren't any others here?
Atris is the only Jedi here. This is true. But the Mistress will bring others in time. You are no Jedi. Atris has made that clear. When you went to war, you gave up the mantle of the Jedi and became something else. You may... This was once an ancient...
So, Atris...
That is... You... The... You... We...
Maybe they're not all exactly the same.
Why have you approached me? I would welcome...
Oops, I didn't actually mean that. Clicked the
You
wrong
have
thing.
returned. Why? You may... We serve... Atris is the... You shall see. She has more strength than you know. I assume you... We are here...
Your purpose?
We have taken an oath to never follow the teachings of the Jedi, only to watch those of the... Atris believes the new Jedi Order that shall arise here will need to be guarded and watched by those not touched by the Force. She thinks it will give balance.
Not sure I understand.
The Jedi have long since lacked anyone to judge their actions and provide support should their power corrupt them. We are this strength. The Jedi Civil War proved that the Jedi are in need of such guidance. It is our duty to watch for aggression, rage, passion, and end it before it takes root.
You'd strike me down if I showed any rage or aggression?
I would have struck you down as you entered this place, if Atris had not stayed my hand. Though you are not a Jedi, you have been sickened in Revan's service. If for a moment I felt you could bring harm to Atris or this place, then I would end you.
Atris is in charge of you and she's a Jedi.
Atris is trusted. She has watched Jedi rise and fall. She is a worthy one to judge the Jedi.
Sounds like a pyramid of Pazak cards to me.
I do not understand the reference. Pazak cards would not be good building material for a pyramid.
Pyramid would be weak, yes.
I do not expect a criminal to understand. You have existed outside the circle of the Jedi for too long.
So has Atris. I mean, there aren't any Jedi here now, are there?
Atris is the only Jedi. You are no... You... We share the same... As I...
Not much of an answer.
If you seek to raise anger... You may... We...
Hang on.
You shall... We are... We have taken an oath. Atris believes...
And who watches you?
Atris is the one we serve, and she guides our actions.
Beatrice is a Jedi. You're supposed to watch the Jedi.
Atris is trusted. She has watched Jedi. She is a worthy one to judge the Jedi.
A nice corrupt little circle you've made here.
I do not expect a Atris is the only Jedi. I assume you meant... We are... We have taken an oath. Atris believes... Spoken like one who has fallen. If we had been there, you may never have fallen at all. The Jedi have long since lacked anyone. The Jedi Civil War proved that the...
I don't remember how I got to that dialogue before, but I am failing to find it again. That's for damn sure. Sounds harsh.
It is not harsh. It is necessary. A crude way of describing our duty, but in a sense, yes. Atris is the only Jedi here, this is true. You are no Jedi. You may... This was ancient...
So?
That is... Shortly before... Yes, many relics from Dantooine.
If these relics predate Ossus, then she has saved much knowledge, and much of the Jedi teachings.
She was able to bring them here before the Academy's destruction. It was a fortunate thing. She was not able to save everything.
How did she know Dantooine would be destroyed?
The Jedi Council sensed it. Master Vrook, Master Vandar. But it was too late to do much except make arrangements for evacuation. It was a dark day for the Order. Many on Dantooine did not survive. Jedi or not. Atris would not speak for many days after the attack, and we feared our mistress was lost to us. In time, she regained her voice and her strength. She brought the artifacts and the teachings of the Jedi here and has kept them safe.
Why were the relics brought here?
Even the Sith prefer live prey to scavenging a corpse. She thought that a world already savaged by the Sith would not prove a target a second time. It was a place where the artifacts and the teachings of the Jedi could be kept safely if the Sith could not be turned aside. Yes, many relics.
If these relics...
She was able... Ossus was once the home of much of the Jedi. Fortunately, a few relics and artifacts were... You may... The mist... She's meditating. I would welcome a chance.
Okay, I guess we're gonna have to do this the harder way. We're gonna have to go around and look and see if we can find one that looks a little different. I probably should have started with their quarters. That probably would have been smart.
Why have you approached me?
You are the exile, the one Atris warned us about.
Doesn't actually look different. She actually looks exactly the same. Are you the last of the handmaidens?
I am the last of the handmaidens. This is correct. I train so that one day that will no longer be true.
I heard you know something of the relics Atris has stored here.
I know a little of them, yes. Much Jedi knowledge is stored here. Secrets of their teachings, combat styles, and discipline.
That's a very good description. The fact that they're all clothed in white? That doesn't quite make sense, but you know what I mean. Can you help me obtain some of these teachings?
The Jedi relics are kept by Atris, within the walls of her meditation chamber. Entry is forbidden.
Glad I switched headsets. Although, this style is just as dorky looking in this game as it was in the last one. Where did these relics come from? I should have quick saved before I did this.
Most come from Dantooine, brought here before the academy there was destroyed by Malak. Not all relics were able to be saved, for there was not time to rescue them all.
Have you ever seen them?
I have seen a few of them. Yes, they were not always in Atris's meditation chamber.
Can you tell me about the ones you saw?
There were many relics, among them small cubes, warm to the touch, each containing their own light.
Jedi holocrons, yet warm to the touch, you said.
Yes, and with a light about them. When held, some would speak, ask strange questions.
Question?
Yes, their questions were confusing. They seemed to think I was someone else, someone's student.
Ah, of course they did. A simple misunderstanding, no doubt.
I had thought perhaps I had damaged them in some way, but I could not think of what I had done. Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it. You have touched the Force. What does it feel like?
Interesting. That was Jar Jar. Difficult thing to describe.
Please, I wish to know.
You'll know when you die, so unless you seek death, leave me be. Ooh, these are some really cool descriptions. Imagine awakening and hearing the heartbeat of the galaxy for the first time. I like 2 and 3 I'm trying to decide between them now. Like a current that passes through you. I feel like this. The first one is the more vivid mental image. But I feel like the second one is probably more what the Force feels like. Plus, she lives in an irrigation canal in a friggin' iceberg. For all I know, she doesn't give a shit about the sun. It's like a current that passes through you and carries you with it to all the places it touches.
It is like a cloud, a mist that drifts from living creature to creature, set in motion by currents and eddies. It is the eye of the storm, the passions of all living things turned into energy, into a chorus. It is the rising swell at the end of life, the promise of new territories and new blood, the call of new mysteries in the dark.
I see. Thank you both. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
If you have any further questions in the future, seek me out and ask them. Mostly because I want to get a quick save in before I fuck something up in this conversation.
You have returned. Is there something you need?
You said Atris warned you about me. What did she say?
She said, you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
She's just teasing you. I'm more like a sister to her. Oh?
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts. And she told us why you fell to the dark side.
What? Dark side?
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
She would love to think that, wouldn't you? So why didn't I keep fighting in the Jedi Civil War?
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
It is untrue, but Atris is entitled to her opinion. Anything else?
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Expressed feelings?
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
What do you think Atris's heart says?
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
The third option. So, if I crushed Atreus' skull into the floor, that might get to the heart of the matter. If I fought Atreus, that might make the truth come out.
Perhaps. It may prove truer than conversing with words. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression.
I'd like to ask you something.
You may ask.
You look different than the other women here.
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others.
Do you have a different mother but the same father?
I do not wish to discuss it. If there is something else you wish to ask, you may do so.
I apologize, I meant no offense.
There's no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you saw. There is no wrong in that.
Is it a sensitive subject?
It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust.
Ah.
There is no such trust between you and I, and such trust takes time.
That's fair.
You may ask.
Why does Atreus allow me to walk freely? I could kill you all easily.
I am aware of this. I do not doubt your combat prowess, as my half-sisters do. There are many who went to war against the Mandalorians, and few returned. You were one of them.
Woman of logic, I like it. Based on how the other conversations have gone, they seem to be mutually exclusive. Like, if I ask her about looks here, she's probably not going to remember that I literally just asked her. Have sisters? I thought you looked different than the other women here.
I honor the face of my mother. You may ask.
If I can get back to that persuade option. I heard you know something of the relics Atreus has stored here.
I know a little of them, yes.
You help me obtain some of these teachings.
The Jedi relics are kept by Atreus.
Surely they're not forbidden to Jedi such as myself.
Atreus has made her orders on the matter clear, and she says you are no Jedi. Entry to her meditation chamber is forbidden. To even ask shows you doubt my loyalty to her. I have... There were many...
Jedi.
Yes. Yes. I had...
Interesting. I wonder if the dark side points were for the I could kill you all thing. Probably. I genuinely wanted to know why she would let me walk freely, though. Ah, didn't damage my current standing at all, though. I'm actually better than I thought I was. Okay,
Let us keep moving. There is nothing more to be gained here. Very well, but we should not remain here too long.
You have returned. I know what. The Jedi relics are kept by Atris within the walls of her meditation chamber. Entry is forbidden.
I know they've been trained to resist Force persuasion, but regular didn't work. And I'm curious, based on Krea's reaction to her comment about the holocrons thinking she was someone else, and her mysterious different parentage, and the fact that she's last of the handmaidens, despite seemingly, sounds like, training pretty hard to not be, kind of makes me wonder if maybe she's not the one who might be susceptible to it. Or maybe that's just wishful thinking. I guess we'll find out. But not to me. Take me there now.
I will not.
No.
Atris has made her orders on entry to her. Atris had entry.
Physical attributes. Damn it, that's the part I always forget about Force Valor. It's not all attributes, it's physical attributes. But I also switched my implant.
You have returned. The Atris has made her orders on the matter clear. Entry to her. Most come, not all relics.
Oh. I don't think this came up before. Or if it did, I missed it. Intelligence. You said most came from Dantooine. What about the others?
I am not permitted to speak of such things, and it is not your concern. The Jedi. Atris has entry.
My persuasion... Jesus. My persuasion is currently 16. Kind of makes me wonder if maybe that's not an impossible check. Or nearly impossible. I assume it wouldn't be there if it was actually impossible, but... I also assume that convincing her is probably the only way of getting in there. Oh, I was trying to see if that reload happened to be, before I asked her about her parents and all that stuff. Just on the off chance that, just on the off chance that doing that made the check harder.
You have returned. I know. The Jedi. Atris has entry. The I will not enter. The Jedi. Atris has entry.
Whatever the DC is, it must be quite high. Either that or I'm rolling terribly, very, very consistently.
You may ask. She said,
I went to war to protect others, not to fight.
that is not all she says. She says you know nothing.
Not walk the path of the dark side.
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalore.
If that were the case, I would have fought in the Jedi Civil War.
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you
Did not march with Revan because it was my choice.
So it was a matter of choice then. If Atris has erred in her evaluation of your motivations, it might be best to inform her.
I'd rather jab myself with a bow than stun her. What else did she accuse me of? I don't know whether she means her or me. I almost want to assume that she means somebody just in general ought to inform her, because there's no option to be like, well, I tried that. Because I did. I tried that quite hard. In fact, I spent multiple hours on stream trying that. Did she say anything else?
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations. Yes.
Are you saying I just could be wrong about me?
Without having seen you and Atris, battle is a pure.
There's no wish to fight Atris.
Then her expressed feelings will have to suffice. You may ask.
More curious if I would get good guide points in her head. In that,
I know a little. The Jedi. Atris has entry to. You may ask. She said.
going to war was necessary.
That is not all she said.
And why was that?
Atris says that you fell to the.
Doesn't explain why I stopped fighting after the Mandalorian Wars.
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not.
I'm definitely going to get dark side points for the Force aside. I was tempted to attack the Jedi, but I didn't. Like, right. That one's kind of a given. That is untrue, but Atris is entitled to her opinion.
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings. Yes.
So Atris does not know her own heart?
Without having seen battle is a. You may ask. I am the last of the handmaidens. This is correct.
Oh, I forgot about this one. Wither said you were easily distracted from your training.
It dishonors me that they would say such a thing to an outsider, but I cannot deny the truth in what they say. My thoughts are not always focused on training. Perhaps once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
What do you mean?
There is much knowledge here, and only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy.
When the methods to inflict violence on others is limited, it weakens us all. Is this what occupies your thoughts?
To the Ichani, battle is a means of communication. It is an art, in the truest sense of the word. Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause.
Devotion to their cause?
Yes, the methods you use to meet your opponent speak truer than any words can express. When you risk pain or death, there is no truer sacrifice or strength.
So I'm guessing you don't think very highly of ranged combatants then. But luckily for me, it sounds like they would probably think pretty highly of melee combatants. Jesus, I can get that sentence out for the life of me. Do you consider slaughter a means of expression?
It was to the Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi traitor Revan. When Terrace was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent. It was brutal, without finesse, but showed his commitment to defeat the Jedi. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing, like weaving threads in a tapestry, or strokes upon a canvas. She spoke through battle and tactics in a way one could never do in words. She showed her heart at Malachor V, and finally, at the end of the Jedi Civil War. I believe she was speaking to Malak in that final battle, though few knew it.
I was not expecting Revan's pronouns to be right in that. And I don't know why I wasn't, because I guess because I forgot that that was one of the questions that I went through when I was establishing the backstory with in that conversation with At, and I forgot that one of those was actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I seem to remember that the canon version was female too, right? Because I remember that surprising me in that conversation. Either way, I forgot that part of the conversation happened, so I wasn't expecting or to realize that in my playthrough canon, Revan is female. What do you think Revan was saying?
Through battle, Revan was meeting betrayal with betrayal, and showing Malak the pain he had inflicted on his master. What stronger display than death for conveying one's sense of being betrayed by one's own student? Revan's anger must have been great indeed.
To claim to know anything of Revan's choices or what lay in her heart when Malak fell is conceit, servant of Atris. And whether Revan had any choice in the matter at all is something else you should consider. The Force is a powerful thing to wield or deny.
But to say that seems an untruth based on what I know of the Jedi. The Force can drive others, but there is still choice, is there not?
Ah, but at what point does the power the Force exerts submerge any attempt at choice or free will? You have taken a complicated question, servant of Atris, and you have trivialized it with your answer and lack of experience.
If there is no choice in the Force, then our teachings and our actions are for nothing, and I refuse to believe that is true.
Interesting. To an extent, I'm inclined to agree with her. I also kind of agree with what Krea's saying, but not for the reason she's saying it. like, I don't know that I've necessarily seen at least me personally, any evidence of people being like controlled by the Force where they weren't intentionally letting the Force, like making a choice to let the Force guide their movements or whatever, right? And in general, I agree with what she's saying, that there is always still a choice, even if there's influence by like outside forces, no pun intended, but it kind of happened. But I do agree that with Kreia saying that with Kreia's point that she's not considering all the possible things that could have contributed to Revan's decision making. I just don't think it was necessarily like force mind control type shit, you know? But there could be any number of other things that the Handmaiden wouldn't be taking into account in her evaluation, I guess.
You may ask. I know a little of them. The Jedi relics are... Atris has made her entry to... You may... But I perhaps want...
Not sure I understand.
There is much knowledge here. There is...
And you would preserve it?
Atris has already preserved it. What I wonder is if the Jedi teachings should not simply be stored, but brought to others. There is much in their approach to battle that is worthy to be shared.
I'm low-key avoiding commenting on the like options 1 and 2, like battle is not the truth of the Jedi teachings. I believe it to be the farthest thing from it, or combat is not the Jedi way and it's not my way. Because I might go with the second one once I've been through some of the other options. But I feel like I don't know enough about well, maybe I do. I'm thinking back to my Dantooine training in KOTOR 1. Jedi Code. I was gonna say I don't know enough about the details and like intricacies of the Jedi teachings to really know whether I would consider it to be the farthest thing from it, or whether it's just not something they like act on. I mean, it's obviously in there because everybody's trying to use a lightsaber in combat, right? But I don't know how much that's balanced out by everything else, because I haven't been through Jedi training or been, like, spent much time in the universe when there was, like, any kind of Jedi headquarters intact. A little bit of time, but not much. Lose those combat techniques would be tragic indeed.
I know your meaning, but I have not been clear on mine. Stance, form, discipline are...
Combat is not the best way to communicate with others.
It was to the Jedi trader Malak. when Terrace was destroyed. Yet she spoke, I believe. Through battle, Revan, what's
To claim and whether
regard. You may. I am. But perhaps there is.
I'm going to try number 2. Because while all evidence points to the contrary, that's exactly why it might be worth stating that combat is not my way. Because everything that she's ever heard about me contradicts that. We're just cosmic puppets. Yeah, maybe. Kreia seems to think so anyway. Or at least that it's possible for us to become that. Combat is not the Jedi way, and it is not my way.
I know your meaning.
Oh.
But I stance.
I agree. Shows how far you're willing to go for your goals.
It was to the Jedi trade. When Terrace was. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment. She spoke. I believe she was.
I was avoiding number 2 because I kind of felt like it was somewhat ignoring my established history for Revan. But now that I'm thinking more about it, it doesn't really, because if Arden followed Revan to the Mandalorian Wars, then she would have seen the hate and violence side and only heard about the whole Hero of the Republic ending. Presumably. Because presumably by the time Revan once again became a hero of the Republic, I assume Arden would have already been stripped of her force and kind of disappeared under whatever rock she's been under since then. I would not ascribe too much poetry to their hate and violence.
Poetry is wordplay that cloaks feeling in riddles. Battle speaks, and its feeling is true. Revan knew this when facing Malak, and slaying him. What stronger display than death for
to claim to know anything of Revan's choices or what lay, and whether Revan had any choice in the matter at all is some.
Regardless, You may ask. She said.
She's exaggerating.
That is not all she said. Atris says that. Atris says.
I don't march with Revan because it was my choice.
So it was a matter of choice then. If Atris has erred in her evaluation of your motivations, it might be best to inform her.
Fuck it, we'll go with it. I'd rather jab myself with a bow than stunner. What else did she accuse me of?
I believe that is the extent of her.
Okay.
Without having seen battle is a. You may ask. I know a little. The Jedi. Atris has made her entry to her meditation chamber is forbidden. To even ask shows you doubt my loyalty to her. Most come from not all. I am not permitted to speak. There were...
Jedi.
Yes.
I think I've been through just about every combination at this point.
Yes, they're questions.
Ah,
I had thought perhaps I had damaged them in some way.
Net light side shift. Interesting. Am I accidentally farming light side points here? I mean, I also gained dark side points for something, but that doesn't surprise me because I went through like 90% of the options. I really only skipped the ones that seemed very obviously dark side. And I tried talking to Crayon. She didn't have anything. I was curious if she was going to have anything to say about her whole... Surely just a misunderstanding thing, right? But
let us keep moving. Very.
What? Look, I'm fine, okay? I was just a little dizzy when I first woke up.
you sure?
Look, I appreciate the concern, really, but I'm fine.
Got it. Just wanted to check on you. Ah. Oh wait, never mind. I saw the open doorway and I forgot that there was a whole extra hallway. I was like, ooh, cool. It opened, but it didn't. It's still very much closed. I need the force equivalent of the knock spell in D&D.
You have returned. You may ask. Have you returned to fight again? Seek one of...
You have returned. I honor... It is not a... You may ask. You have returned. I know the Jedi... Atris has entry.
Talk about wanting to fight, and fighting doesn't seem to be getting me much of anywhere. Ran straight through the planet. I'm guessing stuff probably isn't going to get me much of anywhere, but it's worth checking to see if there's anything that... I do have a lot of components. I didn't finish my sentence, did I? I was looking to see if there was anything that might boost my charisma or persuasion, or literally anything that might be helpful with that. Wow. I was mistaken. The Flex heavy armor is in fact heavy armor. That might be the first time I've seen that happen. Oh, no, it's only the other way around, isn't it? It's... Light armor is never light, but heavy armor is sometimes heavy. I got them mixed up. Yeah, see, powered light armor is actually medium. Got it. Do I have to try and leave? That's the one thing that I know for sure I haven't done. Is get in my ship as though I'm leaving. Is that the factor I'm missing here? On your chair. He's on your chair. It does say once aboard you'll be leaving Talos Polar Academy for good. That's why I did a full save first, because I don't know what else to try. Nope, apparently they were serious about that.
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
What's with T3? You did what while you were connected? You downloaded Aegis' archives.
What is the machine saying?
Seems kind of pleased with himself. Says there was a hollow record of my trial in Aegis' records.
We seem to have found it.
Do you know why we have called you here?
You called me here to answer for my crimes on Malachor 5.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
I'd slaughter every Mandalorian if I could, except Malachor did it for me. Jesus. I initially wrote off the first option, and then I realized that the word realize is present tense, not past tense. I realized that following Revan to war was in violation of the Jedi Code. Implies that I did so with that knowledge, rather than I did it and then realized later that it was, which is preferable. The The truth is the Mandalorians had to be stopped, or countless more would have died.
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Did I just... Wasn't that Master... Rook or Vandar?
Much defiance in that one.
You were correct, Kavar. When she was here, I felt it. It was as if she was not there. More like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. She speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. She has lost herself. She is no Jedi. She walked Revan's path, but she was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path she did.
We are not the ones who taught her.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. She has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let her depart. She will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with her, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
Atris was not mindful of her
Although that may
feelings.
come in time. We let her go because we must. Where she travels, she carries her destination with her.
Malachor 5 should have been her grave. You saw it in her walk, and in the Force. It was as if she was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and she cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told her the truth. A Jedi deserved to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believed was true. There's still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years we will call her before us and explain what happened to her, and how she may be healed. Until then, she must accept her journey.
But she may never discover the truth, and she will never know why we cast her out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
Hey, the Myrmidon Soldier, welcome in. It is a good game. It's a very good game. Is that all there is? There must be more. It just has a list of all the missing Jedi. Sure, display it. Master Rook, Dantooine. Here's Kael, Nar Shaddaa. Master Kavar, Onderon. Vash Korban. Atris Telos. Jedi were all in the councils that exiled me.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
Kind of feel Like, I agree with her, honestly. Light side. Mostly because especially for a first playthrough, I kind of play it through more or less with, like, the decisions that I would actually make, because it just makes it easier to be consistent if I'm being consistent to, like, actual choices, if that makes sense. Which always ends up being light side. Because I'm hopeless. I've tried evil playthroughs of games. I keep trying periodically with various games. I usually don't get very far because I start to feel too bad about how mean I'm being. It's terrible. It's really bad. But I end up liking the characters, and then I don't want to be an ass to them. Be that as it may, we need their help against the Sith. Not hopeless. You can't be mean in a video game when you're a good person. I was like, yeah.
Lightsaber anymore?
Too nice IRL and too incapable of not getting invested, I guess. Which, to be fair, makes any other kind of playthrough extra satisfying when you're that bought into it. It just makes it really hard to do stuff that you would ordinarily never do. Natures and the Jedi Council took it from me.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that.
Number 3 is interesting. Because it could be genuine, or it could be one of those things where you're trying to convince yourself as much as someone else. And if it's the second one, that makes it a really interesting answer. Mass Effect makes being a dick too fun, though. Fair. Trying to figure out what the first option even means. Why wouldn't I? It almost sounds like one of those... you tell me the answer sort of things. I'm not afraid of building a new lightsaber, if that's what you think.
I never said you were, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
The Jedi Enclave's all destroyed. I don't know where to get the parts.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
When did you become an expert on lightsabers?
I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal, Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
For the last time, no. Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat. Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor. Yeah? How many credits? Well, check it again. It can't be anything else. Just check the damn connector. I don't trust the diagnostics any more than I trust you. Because I don't like droids. They break. In the head. Well, whatever you call that thing on your head. Yeah, well, if I'm mean to you, it's because I care.
My goodness.
Got a minute?
I was expecting
I'm a little busy here. What is it?
Won't take more than a minute.
All right, I'll work. While you talk.
Look, your friend, the Jedi, you know her from way back, don't you? How much do you know about her, really?
Her? You mean the general? Yeah, during the war. If that's what you mean by way back. Can't say I know too much about her, though.
Better than anyone else on this ship. Just give me your opinion, okay? And don't laugh.
I'm trying to work here, Atten.
I was just wondering if you thought maybe she and I might...
You're being serious.
You said you wouldn't laugh.
You are being serious. Atten, she was a general. I was just a tech. Your guess is about as good as mine.
Well, what's your guess then?
I'm getting back to work.
Hey! I'm being serious here. You're laughing at me? I'll put you on the scrap heap, you walking tin can.
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
I was expecting a cutscene when we left. I was not expecting this much of everything. The number one completely misunderstood dialogue choices in a video game goes to Wolf Among Us. I have not played that one. That one, I feel like with the way I overthink dialogue choices, I would either accidentally do really well with it, or I would be completely hopeless. It would go one way or the other, I think. Somebody's gotta let me know if I missed how I was supposed to get in that meditation chamber. Because I will reload that save despite all this shit, but I was kind of out of ideas aside from trying to leave, even though it said, I mean, it did say I wasn't going to be able to go back, but, I've definitely run into points in KOTOR 1 especially, although I can't think of a specific example. I feel like there were definitely points where I exhausted all my options for figuring out how to do something, and then as soon as I tried to move on to the next step, it was like, oh, here you go. And I was like, dang it, all I had to do the whole time was just keep going. Really? Is it? Okay. Then I will reload the save as soon as they get me out of thingy. What's it? Was it the persuasion check? Is that the only way to get in there? Because I don't know how else to I guess I could drop all my... I could use that level up and drop all of my points in persuasion and hope that does it. Hmm. Oh. As in I can't get in. Oh. So it only appeared as an actual room on the map. For the purposes of, like, continuity, I guess. Not because it was actually an area I could get into. Is that the same with the turbo lift? Your character and another are sitting at a bar talking. NPC opens up about something and becomes vulnerable. Option comes up. Glass him. I think it's give him a drink. Nope, it's smash a glass against his head. Yeah. Given that example, I'm leaning more toward I would probably be totally hopeless. I'm really good at overthinking the dialogue with, like, every possible nuance of phrasing or anything that they give me. The fewer words they give me, the worse off I am. As you see inside of it briefly when Atchis walks back there. Okay, so just to confirm, I wasn't missing... I didn't actually miss out on anything on Telos, right? Then... Gotcha. Have the dialogue options that turned out to be... Okay, awesome. In that case, I don't have to reload the save and go through this entire chain of cutscenes again. Good to know. Thank you, guys. What's going on here?
I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
Don't worry, Barter probably knows what he's doing.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Good. Now let's get started. You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
Here's your received a permanent +2 bonus to Constitution. Awesome. You did better than I did. I did find a fixture for the energy cell. Only the emitter and lens fixtures. So I'm guessing then that when I was telling Atten about my lightsaber and I had to pick the color, it was just for the scene where Aegis, like, basically brandishes it in my face, not because I might get it back. This is being Bobo Wing Karoni, you're my last option. Yeah, you used to always try to get the lightsaber back from her. I mean, that was part of why I went through that whole, like, 3 hours backing her into conversational corners last week, was because I was trying to see if there was a way to either break her, like, dead set opinion of me, or, at the very least, open up a possibility for me to get my damn lightsaber back. If you can gather them all, maybe you can kill them. Or convince them to gather on Tatooine. If I was gonna kill them, why would I want to gather them all? That sounds like a strategically awful idea. This game barely gives you pants. You wanted to call up a lightsaber? I mean, you make a fair point there. When you put it that way, it does sound rather unreasonable of me, doesn't it? Sounds like the equivalent of being put in timeout. That I having their lightsaber taken away. Yeah, kinda.
Yes, General?
Where'd you pick up the remote, anyway?
That old thing? I built him when I was a kid. Been following me around for years now, despite what I've done to try and chase him off. Hey, just kidding. I'm happy to have you around.
What does it do other than follow you around?
He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser and some other tools for delicate modifications. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs.
Is he singing?
I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have time. Too busy fixing up the ship. Something else I can help you with?
Ah, he makes shields. Nice. What are you doing?
Just working on the ship. I'm not sure who got her up and running, but I'm amazed she's even space-worthy. Whoever made these repairs doesn't think like most mechanics. But don't worry, I'll get everything in shape.
Pandora has some calibrations he's gotta get to. Yep. Ah, Garrus. I have installed the droid's control cluster. Cool. I have leveled up a couple of times since the last time I tried this. Might be able to upgrade your memory core. Alright, let me take a look. I really hope I don't. Hey, I didn't fail this time! Sweet! Well done. How do you feel? Do your computer skills. T3 has gained +1 intelligence. Awesome. Jam a couple RAM sticks in there. Yeah, basically. kind of faded out there for a second. You were shut down. I don't know what that means. Where did the HK droid in the cargo bay came from? You were trying to rebuild him. Why? Is rebuilding HK to protect me? That's cute. Wait. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out if there's a typo in number 2. I don't need protection, especially from you. All you're doing is causing trouble and putting us in danger. Wait, what? I can't figure out if it's supposed to be sarcastic or if it's supposed to be I do instead of I don't. God damn it, Obsidian. Yeah. In option 1A, how do I know it's deranged? I mean, to be fair, all the HK droids we've run into so far have been. Oh, yes, meet Ghost. Ghost is the real star of the channel. I just sit here and play games while he's otherwise occupied. I just realized the cat camp's been vacant for quite some time. My bad. Absolutely majestic. You hear that? Absolutely majestic. Yeah. He thinks he's either part puppy or part human. We're not 100% sure which. Could be both, honestly. Which, as far as I'm concerned, is the best kind of cat to have. I feel like the first one expresses appreciation, his desire to protect me. But I'd rather have your help. But I also don't want to, like, I don't want to, like, cut off the possibility of fixing him or, like, have him think that I'm, like, rebuking him for trying or something. Also, the second option is still confusing me regardless, because the unfortunate thing about not actually being able to understand what T3 is saying is that I have to figure it out based on the responses. And I feel like it's irrelevant to know if he actually... Oh, no, hold on. I completely misunderstood. I think I just figured out what they mean by that. And I don't think it's Obsidian's fault, I think it's mine. For basically the exact same reasons why I was thinking that I would either be really good or horrendously bad at the Wolf Among Us dialogue that you were talking about before. I very much interpreted it as I don't need to be protected from you. It's very obviously not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be I don't need your help protecting me because by trying to protect me, you're causing danger or causing trouble and putting us in danger, which is very much, I'm glad I didn't take the risk of going for it because that's not, I think it's sweet, but okay, I'm glad I figured, language finally clicked in my brain. To protect me? That's an assassin droid. A deranged assassin droid. I'd rather have your help and that's it. I'm hoping that that prompts him to tell me anything he might know about the other assassin droids. Yes, I understand you're not a combat mod. Alright, alright. Where did you get it from? I guess my character will know, and I never will, because... Any idea how its parts got scattered all over the galaxy? I had to ask. You know where I can find the parts? Check with droid merchants across the galaxy then. Any idea how its parts got? Okay. I don't know why it... How's the Evan Hawk? Good job. Glad to hear it. What about the astrogation system? My influence succeeded that time. You locked it. Why did you do that? Yeah? Interesting. Protect. The Republic is already in trouble. I'm not sure what else you're protecting it from. I mean, there can always be more trouble. If video games and fantasy book series have taught me anything, there can always be more trouble. It doesn't matter if you're totally fucked. There can still be more. Protect. Protect who? Under whose orders? An old friend? They didn't want anyone to know where the ship had been. They didn't want the charts to be found by the Republic. Let's go with an old friend first. Well, the last place I know the Ebon Hawk was... Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Last place I know of that the Ebon Hawk was the Starforge. Which would make a certain amount of sense. Why was where this friend had gone so dangerous? How did the Ebon Hawk come back from there if it was so dangerous? And why?
T3, there's not much time. I've seen that expression on her face before. Now, I don't know where she's planning on going, but it's dangerous. She's going to leave without telling me. I don't know why, but there's a chance that she'll take you. If she does, I need you to watch out for her. She's strong, but she can't face everything alone. Do what you can, T3. If she doesn't make it back, then I need you to come back, find help. If not me, then other Jedi, the Republic. I can't lose her, even if she wants to be lost.
Okay. Was the romance with Karth canon? Because my biggest regret about my entire KOTOR 1 playthrough was accidentally locking myself out of the Karth romance. But that sounds an awful lot like maybe it canonically happened anyway, which would be awesome. Interesting. So many good questions. Trying to remember. They've gotten a couple different iterations. I don't know if they're actually different versions. I'm trying to remember if they were actually different versions, but a couple different iterations at the very least of the order of events that led to us being adrift in T3 getting us to Peragus. We were on the Harbinger. Then I got kidnapped by the evil HK assassin droid. And drugged, stowed away on Ebon Hawk. Yeah? And then... Okay. Evil HK was on the Ebon Hawk. But he was also sealed in that room. He seems to have broken out. Because there was that whole scene with the fiery entrance and squeaking from T3 where presumably took control of the ship or whatever. And then all of Peragus. I was trying to figure out if number 4 made sense, really. It was help you came in search of. You came in search of me? Why me? It was powerless, defenseless. he's the last of the Jedi, the last hero of the Mandalorian Wars. Me. Needed someone strong enough to fight the danger that was coming. Someone who knew war and battle could make the hard choices that had to be made. Oh, geez. They certainly don't let you hold back your resentment in this game. When this journey is done, you will pay for what you've done, for all you've put me through. To be fair, he saved my life. I'm honored, T3. I will do what I can to stop this threat. That person in the hologram a friend of yours? That was an interesting... very interesting set of sounds. I don't understand why you were concealing that from me. I upped his processing speed and now he talks 1,000,000 miles an hour. I don't care what your programming tells you. Okay, got it. I understand. I didn't think you kept messages like that. Who was the person the hologram was talking about? Trying to figure out what the difference between a missing friend and another missing friend is. Did he imply that the missing friend? What happened to your old friend? Why aren't you with her? She couldn't take anyone with her, even the man in the hologram. But you decided to go for help anyway. But you did help. You found us. We can stop the Sith, and there's hope after all. That message doesn't tell me where the Ebon Hawk came from. Why don't you have that information? Deleted? By who? You deleted it. Why? It seems that I couldn't get it out of him. Much foul language. Gaming Templar, how's it going? Good to see you. Read it and don't know why. Something's wrong here. There must have been a reason for it. I guess he deleted his reason, too. Don't be sorry. Maybe you had a good reason, or were trying to protect someone. And is it just gonna be... Awesome. There, I say, how dare you? I didn't have to work tomorrow, but I'm glad I can use it as a vacation day in the future. Fair. Wait, Krea's on the other side of the ship, isn't she? Oh, no, I was right. She was on the opposite side from where Mission was. I just mixed up which side Mission was on.
You have grown strong in the Force. I can feel its touch upon you. Do not let the higher mysteries blind you to others. Turning away from that which tempts you or causes you fear is not strength. Facing it is. I have seen you display many acts of mercy, charity in our journey. Why?
There's enough suffering in the galaxy. And alleviate it for one person, and I've made a difference.
Even if it weakens those you help, even if it robs them of the strength needed to grow, you have been chased, hounded since our first meeting, and it has only made you stronger, more capable.
Kick her in the shin. I fail to see how small acts of mercy can be harmful.
Ah, then you have learnt nothing. From such small things, from such critical points, the universe and its masses may be moved. That is why you must be careful in all that you do, and in every choice you make. Aiding them gives you strength by taking on their challenges, but weakens them. If that is your choice, then use their dependency, feed upon it, until you have exhausted them. Then leave them. And I would view the ones you travel with much the same way.
Including you? Crazy what happens to philosophy majors when they graduate. I mean, I can definitely see it. I can definitely see it. Not turn on my allies like the Jedi turned on their own during the wars.
So you may think, but it will be best to strike first. Your allies are allies by circumstance, and they will not hesitate to do the same to you if you continue down your path. Do you know why those we meet display such weakness? As I said, their lives are static, untested. It is only through interaction, through decision and choice, through confrontation, physical or mental, that the Force can grow within you. You have seen it. You have felt it within you as you have traveled with me. The growing anger, the rage, and the power it brings. Yet the power does not build without such struggle. Through small cruelties, greater ones are born.
I now understand this world. It's poop and I hate it.
Ask, and I will answer.
Do you know Atris at all?
I know her as much as I know any Jedi. If you have other questions, you may ask those, but on Atris, I can provide you no answers that you cannot find on your own. Ask.
Do you know anything about the Sith who pursue us?
Nothing more than we already know, and anything else I know would be useless. There is danger in such knowledge, even if I was certain of the ones who hunt you. Ask.
What's wrong with your eyes?
There is nothing wrong with my sight, if that is your question. I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only.
There might be a way to heal your sight.
There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. They are adequate to distinguish shapes, silhouettes. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight. But sight can prove a distraction. When one relies on sight to perceive the world, it is like trying to stare at the galaxy through a crack in the door. But that is a lesson for another time. You must learn to see crude matter for what it is, before the veil is lifted. Ask.
Okay, what are you? You a Jedi? A Sith?
Does it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark, categorize it. Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. Know that I am your teacher, and that is enough.
There's nothing wrong with my eyes, I just can't see shit. Right, probably. And what were you?
What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once I held the galaxy by its throat? That for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy? That perhaps what the greatest of the Sith Lords knew of evil they learned from me? What would it matter now? There is only so much comfort in knowing such things, and it is not who I am now.
I like this one because it uses her own words. And honestly, I think I might get points with her for that, even if grudgingly. The past is as important as you claim, then I would hear yours.
There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread, ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best. But my will was not law. There were disagreements, ambition, and hunger for power. There are techniques within the Force against which there is no defense.
Beat to a pulp, I guess.
I was cast down, stripped of my power, exiled.
Yeah, it did.
I suffered.
Made me wince.
And fell into darkness. Learn from me, my mistakes, and use that knowledge to become greater than I. That is all I ask of you, and that is all I desire. In you, all my hopes rest for the future, for the Force.
Need more than that, Kaya.
If it means so much to you, then this I swear to you upon my life, upon our lives, that when your training is complete, I will answer everything. There shall be no more shadows between us, only truth that exists between master and apprentice. Ask.
Oh, interesting. Also very unfortunate. I don't think I've gained influence with her once. Because I think that's the first message I've gotten that actually told me. I was kind of under the impression that it just wasn't going to tell me anything. I guess I just hadn't answered any questions right yet. I wonder what lost me the influence. More specifically, I wonder if it had anything to do with failing the first two questions because I didn't have sufficient influence, and then getting her to tell me part of the story. I wonder if that's a thing. The spoiler-free tips that I read said that influence matters, but it kind of made it sound like, kind of like Dragon Age 2, where it opens up different options, whether they love you or hate you, but as long as you double down on one, you'll get like full character content or whatever. Sort of like the I can't remember what the exact phrase was, but it was like Dragon Age 2, there was that like, I can't remember the exact words, but the scale was like they adore you versus you butt heads all the time, but they kind of respect you for it type of vibe. In space, very, very descriptive name save there.
Something up? All right, what did you want to know? Sounds good to me. I'll deal.
I don't know if I gain influence with him for playing Pizak, but might as well play a game. Then I'm probably gonna have to call it for tonight. Doing all right this game. I shouldn't have said that. I win. Ooh. Oh, hey, I'm at 66,000, which I believe is my... Yes. Level up. Oh, they're just... I was like, wait a second, why am I getting a pop-up? But it's just, they're finally... I guess I got enough to one side of the force or the other that they're telling me about the whole expense thing. Ooh. Termination. Chill lightsaber form. That sounds cool. Of course, you're not going to tell me what it does. Because I probably have to have a lightsaber first, huh? Trying to remember if I had a plan for this level up. I can't do battle meditation until level 12. Going up to night speed doubles the defense I gain and gives me an extra attack per round. I don't think I even realized that I didn't get an extra attack per round before. That might actually be worth doing this level instead of improved Force Scream. Force Scream is only going to get more expensive. Well, actually, thinking of where I am on the light side, dark side meter, probably won't get too much more expensive, but still. Next time I go to use it, it'll be more expensive regardless. I think I'll do night speed this time. Oops, I forgot to hit add power again. 2 games in, you'd think I would have learned this by now. Okay, and next level up will be 78,000. Got it. Consult my... For female exile, Narshada. First. Oh, there's my... Termination initiated plus... Any opponents. Don't know what that means. But it's also lightsaber form, so, you know, I kind of assume that there's only so much I can do without an actual lightsaber. The entire galaxy has opened up to us. Hold on, do I need to go back to Telos before I go to Nar Shaddaa is the question. Back to Telos. Don't know why we need to be going light speed to go from the planet's surface to the Citadel, but... Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. Oh, maybe it wasn't bad. It just sounded like bad news music. Kind of looks like they're getting ready to do a dance routine the way they're turning their heads in unison there. How about I level up my companions before we get close enough to be seen? I mean, they are. They're going... Like, they look... they look like they could be like a droid dance team or something. That was a little less in unison, to be fair. Oh. Right, I had him wielding dual blasters. Interesting that he doesn't seem to have a weapon focus for blaster rifle. I don't know whether I want to double down on his 2 blasters. Or possibly switch him to, I mean, I guess I can't give him weapon focus on blaster rifles, which is interesting. Also, the heavy weapons that I was always mixing up with blaster rifles in the last game doesn't seem to be a thing. So let's just give him precise shot 2 now, because it's easy. And it'll be helpful regardless what else I do with that. Let me give him Master Flurry. Was that the same in the last game where Master Flurry completely negated any defense penalty? That's really useful. Also, I need to give him better armor. I just remembered. If I have any. Oh, he is strength-based. Somewhat. More strength than dex anyway. Good enough for now.
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities.
It's so funny that they keep saying that because it implies that I'm the one starting the hostilities.
Just say the word.
This could certainly be going better. Maybe I should have given him an upgrade to his armor ability. It's bad. Bad. I almost missed it. Also, I forgot all of my boosters.
I hear you.
Nope. Lady back here is about to be in trouble. Why are you suddenly not even in combat? Oh, there we go.
Just say the word.
I hear you. This won't take long.
Systems failing, Master. Systems failing, Master.
Jeez. HK chassis. Oh, we need one of those. Silver linings to how annoying they are, I suppose. Remember how to get there. Without getting super turned around, ideally. Ah.
So you've returned.
Dobo is the source of the black market goods on Citadel Station.
I'm not surprised to hear that. We've been very curious about his business arrangements, but have had trouble getting any real evidence. Samhan's no fool. He knows just how far he can go, and he stays a hair's breadth within those lines. But he seems to trust you. Maybe we can use that to our advantage.
Why don't you just seize his possessions and place him under arrest?
I wish it were that easy. The Telosian Council is loath to get in Zerka's bad graces, and we've been explicitly instructed to only move if we have significant, solid evidence. If we could catch Samhan in the act, we could arrest him and have more than enough evidence to have him put on trial. But it's catching him in the act that's the problem. If you could convince him to trust you, we could hit him right in the middle of a transaction.
Is there anything else I should know?
Just see what he wants you to do. We'll have to play it by ear from there. Good luck. So you've returned.
That's it? Aren't you going to put me under arrest?
While I was disturbed that you chose to defy our orders and obtain transport off Citadel Station, the matter has since been closed. It was the decision of Republic authorities that your testimony would no longer be necessary, and thus you'd be allowed to go. But as we discovered, you had already left. In some ways, it was lucky for us, avoiding a possibly embarrassing situation.
Why would the Republic change their minds like that?
Why does the Republic do anything? The head doesn't know what the feet are doing. The hands don't even know they've got fingers, let alone where they are. My opinion, they probably performed their independent investigation and figured it wasn't your fault. Anyways, you should just be glad I decided to overlook the fact you escaped arrest.
You had already released me, to be fair, but... Well, thanks for that.
Yeah. And if there's nothing else, I've got a job to do. What is it?
Found some information about Batu Rem.
The real Batu Rem, or the assassin Batu Rem?
I think the assassin Batu Rem. Right? Forgot to check.
Oh, what is it?
He arrived from Narshada aboard an unmarked transport in Docking Bay 3.
Docking Bay 3. More suspicious activity from Zerka's private dock. If only we had something more concrete, I could launch a full-scale investigation. But Nar Shaddaa? Sounds like you've made some powerful enemies. Here's the reward for the information. And if you find out anything else about Batu, real or fake, let me know.
Ballistic shielding Mark II. And I gotta check and see. Oh. I guess I'm not. Maybe it'll reappear if I find out anything on Nar Shaddaa? I was assuming it would still be in my quest log, but unless I'm just being dumb and looking right past it. Okay. Is this where the... I think that's the only shop I've found here so far, right? See if they have... Emitter. I think I already have some kind of lightsaber crystal in my inventory somewhere. I don't see anything labeled emitter. Interesting. Outdoor cannot equip. Huh. Yeah, I'm guessing I'm gonna have to go somewhere else to find that stuff. Fortunately, that is going to have to be where I'm going to have to call it for tonight. It's super early relative to usual, but that's why we started early, because I have to be up early tomorrow. For way more fun reasons than work. But, always, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I will drop Discord link in chat as per usual. In case anyone's hanging out and would like to be on there, isn't already. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. I am sure we will have great fun, and I am sure at some point I will have funny pictures of ghost in a cat stroller on a beach to drop in the Discord. Imagined a bunch of people previously being like, I don't need the Discord, and now going, because you know those pictures are gonna be awesome. I hope, anyway. But I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I will be back, not tomorrow, words. Not tomorrow Monday, but next Monday. Usual time, all that jazz. Meantime, wish you guys, Jesus, I really am fumbling all the words all of a sudden. I appreciate you guys, not I appreciate guys. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out, even though it wasn't normal time. Much appreciate that, and I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Next time, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and I will have a good one, Artichoke. Thanks, Whiskey Tom. Take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and I will see you guys next Monday.